We continue our National Signing Day coverage at Reagan High School, where at least 17 student athletes committed to continue their academic and athletic career at the next level. Kayla Beach is going to the U.S. Air Force Academy for track and field. Football player Giuseppe Sessi is going to the U.S. Naval Academy. And Marlo Zamora is heading to Trinity University for golf, just to name a few.
It's a dream come true. It's everything I dreamt about since I was a kid, playing big-time college football and getting a great education out of it. It's really a thank you to my parents for everything that they've done for me. And so I'm just so grateful to be in this position.
The one thing that's really unique about Trinity that's different from other schools is they're also really competitive in golf, and that's really amazing to see that you won't be able to you don't have to sacrifice your education and still play a college sport.
Take you to Still High School for another big list of signees, with 12 student athletes putting pen to paper and taking pictures with family and friends to commemorate the day. Addison James will continue her basketball career and education in Nichols State. Makai Williams is heading to Tulane for football, and Christian Fitchett will attend UIW to play football for the Cardinals.
Growing up for the past 4 years at Steele and seeing the people before me just sign and go to these big schools, man, it's inspiring, you know what I mean? And to be the next man up and hopefully inspire younger kids after me, generation continues to flourish.
It's very exciting. I mean, I worked my whole life for this, and it's very rewarding to be able to go somewhere where I want to go and just do the thing I love.
It's a great opportunity. I love that I'm having this opportunity to come here and play Incarnate Word and continue my education.
We end at Incarnate Word High School, where Juliana De Luna will take her softball skills to Emporia State University. Micah Raby will attend Schreiner University to play golf, and Sophia Silva will tee it up at the University of New Haven. Raby and Silva are golf team co-captains for the Shamrocks.
I honestly had no idea about the school at all until I went to the camp. It was last August, and then I went up for my visit a couple months later, and the second I was there for the camp, I knew that was where I wanted to be.
I felt at home there. It is my favorite color, so that was a little kick. But the campus is gorgeous. I love that it's a little smaller. I've been in private school my whole life, so I really wasn't looking at going to a big campus.
It was kind of hard finding a school that had what I wanted to do academically as well as athletically. It was one of them. I reached out, they reached back to me, so it was a good choice.
In case you missed it, we aired Sam Houston and Brandeis High Schools at 5 p.m. We'll have more on National Signing Day on the sports page at KSAT12.
Pro football coverage, powered by Davis Law Firm.
The Dallas Cowboys want to keep running backs Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. Pollard is 25 and scheduled to become a free agent. Zeke, on the other hand, is 27 and due to make $10.9 million in base salary next season, but he doesn't have any guaranteed money left. Zeke said he'd take a pay cut to stay, which is probably going to happen.
You got to look at Zeke, and then obviously Tony's looking to make more money. So no one respects him more than our football team, the players on the team. It's just sometimes it's a hard business, and we're going to have some. And I think he knows that. I think I've seen him quoted. We're going to have to talk business.
And that means take less money, Zeke.
You have to talk business.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, Larry.
All right, still to come here at. The questions keep coming for New York Congressman George Santos, how his alleged fundraising efforts for a veterans charity has now sparked an FBI investigation.
News across America now. The FBI officially opening a probe into embattled New York Congressman George Santos's alleged involvement in a fundraising scheme. A disabled Navy veteran accused Santos of stealing money raised on a GoFundMe page that was meant to help his dying service dog.
ABC's Em Nguyen has the latest on Santos denying allegations and refusing to leave office despite a growing number of calls to resign.
FBI agents officially investigating New York Representative George Santos in connection with an allegation raised by a Navy veteran who alleges Santos raised money for a sick service dog, but then that he received none of it. When asked by ABC, the embattled congressman denying any wrongdoing.
Are you worried about being prosecuted?
I have no clue. I don't know what it's about.
Navy veteran Richard Ostoff accusing Santos of pocketing the $3,000 he raised on GoFundMe, which was intended to help Ostoff's dying service dog, Sapphire.
But I was desperate and I needed help.
Ostoff saying he was homeless when Sapphire developed a tumor that required surgery and that a veterinarian technician referred him to a pet charity run by Santos. ABC has reported IRS records don't list any charity under that name. Santos previously described the allegations as insane, reiterating he doesn't know Ostoff.
He claimed he never met me, and I never met him.
But a source close to GoFundMe confirmed that account belonged to Santos. This probe on top of others by federal prosecutors and the New York Attorney General. Sources saying they're both investigating this alleged charity scheme as well as Santos's campaign finances. And back in Queens today, angry constituents outside Santos's office calling for more oversight.
I've written a letter to Attorney General Merrick Garland calling for an immediate federal monitor to oversee his campaign fund.
Santos adamant his name will be cleared.
Santos said he would recuse himself from serving in House committees as he faces growing scrutiny. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said Santos would be removed from office if the House Ethics Committee finds he broke the law. Emwin, ABC News, Washington. In other headlines across America today, a twin baby that was kidnapped and later found has now died in Ohio. The 5-month-old baby died this past Saturday in Columbus. Right now, a medical examiner is trying to determine why the child died. The same baby was kidnapped on December 19th along with their twin while the babies were in a running car. Their mother left that car running while she made a delivery as a DoorDash driver. A woman stole that car and took off with the babies, but police say they were found safe. The suspect in that case is now facing state and federal charges.
A California judge says there is enough evidence against a utility company for its alleged part in the deadly Zog fire to face felony charges. California utility PG&E is charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter as well as charges for recklessly causing a fire that causes great bodily injury and arson during a state of emergency. According to CAL FIRE, that September 2020 blaze was sparked by a tree falling on a PG&E power line. The massive wildfire burned more than 56,000 acres, destroyed more than 200 buildings, and was responsible for 4 deaths.
Shipping containers lined up along the Arizona-Mexico border are on their way out. The federal government sued to bring those down. The former Arizona governor and feds came to an agreement, though, and all the containers are now being removed. Those containers were placed along the border to serve as a wall to deter migrants. For the past month, crews have been working to remove hundreds of containers that were put up just a few months ago. The containers will be moved to a site near the Tucson and Yuma jails. The taxpayer-funded project has cost nearly $140 million.
Still to come, it's time to get your rodeo gear looking sharp, especially if you're going to be sporting a cowboy hat, or you can go if you need to step up that hat game.
And a recall alert, what you need to look out for and what you should do if you have this product in your kitchen.
Got a recall to tell you about now. ConAgra is recalling more than 2.5 million pounds of canned meat because of a packaging defect. The recall covers various brands of Vienna sausage and potted meat products. You see them right here. According to the Department of Agriculture, a packaging defect can allow the products to become contaminated without the product showing any signs of contamination. The affected canned meat was produced between December 12th of last year and January 13th and sold nationwide under various names. The cans would have the establishment number P4247. Again, it's P4247. So far, there have been no confirmed reports of anyone getting sick from eating the canned meat, but consumers are advised not to consume the product. Instead, throw it away or return it to the store.
Let's take a look outside with live cam this evening. Just a tiny hint of the sun today, but we are on our way up. And the sun apparently on its way out over the next couple of days, Adam.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have bright blue skies. That will be so welcomed. Temperatures are going to get chilly tonight, though. We're 43 officially at the airport. By midnight, we're down to 36. And tomorrow morning in San Antonio, we'll be close to freezing, about 33, 34. But even below freezing in some outlying areas. I'll break that down for you, how cold and where. However, we'll be dry. That's the key, so it's not going to be problematic. We'll talk about the sun and our next chance of rain, along with it's time for a little rubble to relic. Get into those details in a moment.
Microphones. There we go. There
Got to
we
turn
go.
the mics on. Let's talk about the Buzz. This is something for all you luxury car enthusiasts. A one-of-a-kind Bugatti Chiron Profile. Obviously, I'm not the luxury car enthusiast here. Anyway, this fancy car was auctioned off yesterday in Paris for $10.7 million. That set a world record for auctions and the amount of money paid for a new car.
Yeah, you see, this isn't just any car.
Doesn't look like
it. Goes from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just over 2 seconds. The car can reach 236 miles per hour, and the Profile will be Bugatti's last purely gas-powered supercar.
So maybe one day rare.
Yeah.
Actor Seth Rogen is inviting some lucky folks over to his place to hang out. The actor is renting out his space in Los Angeles, where he goes to be creative on Airbnb. Now, according to the posting, Rogen said the mid-century modern space is an ideal getaway if you are looking for inspiration or just for a good hang.
Yeah, he's offering to throw in some pottery with the deal and promising a well-stocked fridge, all for only $42 a night. The space is only available for 3 single-night stays on February 15th, 16th, and 17th. Airbnb will open reservations for that space at 1 p.m. Eastern time on February 7th.
Why do I feel like there's a catch?
Is it an Airbnb promo or
unaware of here?
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, this is the last thing anyone wants to say, let alone experience.
Ooh.
There's a snake in my toilet. That's the call a snake catcher received in Queensland, Australia.
A 4-foot tree snake was found in a toilet at a home in Hervey Bay. We're told it's not uncommon for this to happen. I would move. They say snakes often make their way into homes during summer months seeking water. The snake catcher calmly retrieved the snake before releasing it back into the wild.
That really is a sewer snake.
Ooh.
You ever had your line snaked?
Yes, but not like that.
No, that's a totally different way. All right, let's check in with Adam Caskey. It is Thermometer Thursday.
Yes, it is Thermometer Thursday, and it's rubble to relic time. That's why I've been so busy getting all the data together there, and we've been looking at the power outages that are going on in other parts of the state, and we still have about 25% of Travis County up near Austin without power, and folks in Comal County, Kendall County, Bandera County still without power. But of course, crews are working on it. Good news, though. It's going to be dry tonight. Yes, a little chilly, but dry. That's the key. Not really problematic for any rain. A sunny stretch is upon us. That's the nice thing. And next chance of rain comes Tuesday and Wednesday. And we talked about this a little bit. I'm going to get into it again. This little dip in the upper level flow, that's leaving. That's moving on out of here. And it's going to be replaced by this bump in the upper level flow, a little blue H that's going to give us a lot of sunshine. Even the sky clearing tonight, which will help the temperatures fall because it's like Mother Nature taking the blanket off of us. But then, as we get into the weekend, we're going to focus on this next disturbance, this dip in the upper level flow. Still some uncertainty on exactly where it's going to set up in proximity to Texas, but right now, odds are favoring it dropping south, kind of like the last one in terms of energy getting put our way, but not in terms of the cold air near the ground. This situation, we had that shallow layer of cold air right here at the ground that caused the icing. I think we'd be around 70 degrees with rain chances for the about Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. Now, if this low sets up a little bit farther to the south, that increases our rain chances even more. So something we'll be watching and monitoring. No chance of rain until we get into Tuesday. Right now we have it at 30%, and I'd even be comfortable boosting it to 40% pretty soon, but we need a little more clarity with that situation. Either way, there is another shot at some needed moisture. 45, that was our high temperature today, a good 20 degrees. below average for this time of year. The record high, by the way, 85. That was back in 1974. Just gives you an idea of how warm it can be this time of year. Right now we're at 43, dew point of 37. So dry air is still in place with that dew point of 37. And I don't think you'll notice any humidity until about Tuesday of next week. A little hint of mugginess in the air at that point. Right now, or I should say tomorrow morning, this is what we're expecting. Now we're above freezing, but tomorrow morning, down a little below freezing. You get up to Timberwood Park, Bulverde, Fair Oaks Ranch, Bernie, 30 degrees, Comfort, Kerrville, 29, Pipe Creek, 29, and even into Medina County, Rio, Medina, Castroville, at or a little below freezing. Poteet, even flirting with freezing for a little bit tomorrow morning. And a little bit of fog to start the day, but total sunshine getting us up to 50 degrees at the noon hour, and then a high temperature of 58 by 4 o'clock. So noticeably warmer than the 30s we've been experiencing lately. Look at that temperature trend. 60s on Saturday. By Sunday, we're in the 70s. And then by Monday, we're going to get close to 80 degrees. We'll be up to about 77 for the high with a lot of sunshine. And of course, there's that next chance of rain and even some thunderstorms coming potentially Tuesday on into Wednesday. Steve agreed with me. It's a good time for rubble to relic. Very good time. You know, it's just one of those situations where whenever we have damage and especially trees going down, I can sometimes, it's not a guarantee, but depending on the type of log, I can take it and turn it into a backboard for a homemade thermometer. This goes back to, started with the EF2 tornado back in February of 2017 on Linda Drive. Miss Elizondo. It always warms my heart to see this photo. She lost her big oak tree, took out a portion of her home, and we got a little relic out of it. So what I'm saying here is those of you that have all these big limbs down and whatnot, hit me up. There are no guarantees here because there are many factors involved. I mean, I've gotten rotten wood before and I wasn't able to do anything with it. Sometimes like a stump, I could like a little too much for me to work with. So many factors involved. Basically log diameter about 6 to 12 inches, length about 10 to 20 inches. Unfortunately, I can't run around and pick everything up. However, tomorrow I'm going to be live somewhere around Timberwood Park around some of the damage, and I'll have my truck with me, I'll have my chainsaw with me, and if you want to drop it off, I'll let you know where I'm located. Thermometer at KSAT12. Send an email if you want some info. Again, thermometer at KSAT12.
Have thermometer will travel.
Mm-hmm.
Have tools will travel.
Yeah, I bet you'll have lots to work with. Thanks, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be right back. With the start of Rodeo fast approaching, we are taking you to a store downtown where they've been specializing in shaping and fitting hats for more than 100 years. Tiffany Huertas shows us how the family at the center of the store's success.
This photo is Pope John Paul II getting his hat from us in the 80s.
Since 1917, presidents, tourists, locals, and celebrities have been coming here.
Johnny Cash, he wrote us a note and says, "To Paris Hatters, thanks for putting me in the shade."
The moment you step inside Paris Hatters in downtown San Antonio, you will see hundreds of hats on the walls and memories.
My grandfather's seated at the desk, and that's my dad when he was young.
Alex Sledge is the store manager and says they provide a unique experience for customers.
We have all of our Westerns on this side, and we can shape up a hat however you like. We carry every quality that Stetson makes in both straw and felt, starting at 6X all the way up to 1000X, which is the finest hat that they make.
The store has over 3,000 hats in stock, and the company Stetson creates these hat bands for this particular hat that you can only find at this store.
Getting a hat is kind of like getting an art piece for your head. You want it to be the right color for you. You want it to be, the right brim size. You want it to frame your face.
Alex's mom, Myrna Cortez, the owner of the store, is excited for the future.
We're very proud to be an iconic part of San Antonio and extremely proud of our daughter Alex, who is now the next generation that's ready to take over.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
All right, I mentioned those power outages earlier. Here's a look at this state. And you see up I-35 north of San Antonio. That's where we have most of the outages, and particularly hard hit Travis County around Austin. Still 150,000 customers without power. You get to Comal County, 6,000. Kendall County, still 6,000 customers without power, and some even further to the north of them. And that's 32% of Kendall County, by the way.
All right, thanks, Adam.
By the way, a jury deciding to go home for the night after making no decision in the murder trial of Andre McDonald, accused of murdering his wife.
So that jury will come back tomorrow to continue their deliberations. He has claimed it is self-defense. We have a recap of what's happened in this trial on KSAT12.
See you on the Night Beat at 10.